Was everybody able to open up their character sheets that I sent you on Discord?
See.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that is a good thing. All right. So I'm just gonna get right into stuff. We got to start with the what the fuck are we doing kind of stuff and work our way from there. All right. So this game is a game I've invented top to bottom. So it's not D&D. When you get attacked, there is no roll. I tell you what happens, and your character has two ways to mitigate it. Whatever armor or protection you're wearing, and you'll often be given an opportunity to react and then roll to see how you can mitigate whatever's happening to you. But this is a space horror, so there might be no-win situations now and then, and characters will die. Don't fall in love with your character, and if you die, I have plans for having you be someone new. Now, when I say this is a space horror, I'm not actually expecting anyone to get scared, but I do expect tension. I've never run a horror game before. I'm going to struggle at a lot of this, so while I want there to be tension and excitement, I also don't want to fuck with anyone's real emotions. So I need you to let me know by direct message if any of the following will make you uncomfortable, and regardless, I need you to know in any moment if something is actually bothering you. Please let me know. Without giving away any plot, here are examples of stuff that might make you uncomfortable, that you might need to tell me to be careful. Suffocation, freezing, getting ripped apart, getting infested with fungal spores or bugs, getting thrown into a sun, getting thrown into a black hole, getting shot in the chest by a rocket launcher. I want the players to have agency, and as such, I want you to be able to try to do whatever you want. But I also need you to understand that sometimes I'm going to completely commandeer whatever's going on to keep the story moving. Try not to give me a hard time. There are 8 players and only 1 GM. Please do your best to stay immersed while we're playing. Stay in character as much as you can. Pay attention. Because if there's something that's happening in real time, your character might die if you miss something important. And give me feedback. If something sucks, I want to know, either right away or in between sessions. My number one goal is that this is fun and that we like it enough that we want to do a sequel next year. Any questions on any of that?
Nope. Sounds good.
All right. Introduction of the story to the players. Your team has been put together by the Nebula Corporation, an intergalactic conglomerate that has vertically integrated itself into nanotechnology, cybernetics, starship manufacturing, pharmaceuticals and biotechnology, terraforming of near hospitable planets, robotics and artificial intelligence, mass production of food, space habitation, communications and data networks, energy production and distribution, and other things. Your mission is to enter a space station they abandoned about a year ago to recover research data which was inadvertently left behind. The 8 of you will be transported by a spaceship called the Seraphim to the space station Erebus 4. Erebus 4 is in orbit around the moon Caliga, which in turn orbits Jotun, an immense planet covered in a perpetual storm. This is all in the Atrum 13 system, which means that the name of the sun is Atrum 13. From there, you will enter your extravehicular mobility units, or EMUs, which are powered spacesuits, and fly in a shuttle, the Ghidorah, to one of the airlocks. The station's power is offline, so you cannot use the docking bay, but you can force the airlock doors open. You will enter Erebus 4 and travel to the nuclear reactor and power it up to engage the life support systems, artificial gravity, and computer systems. You will then exit your EMUs, access the computer systems in the various departments, retrieve the data, delete the data off the station's systems, and return to the Seraph. You need to obtain at least 20 data files from amongst the station's 4 departments, which are biology, mining, precision, and weather. Although if you can get access to the backup systems, everything might be in one place. Does anybody need any extra explanation of any of that?
No.
Nope.
All right.
Why do we have to get out of our emus to get the data?
Because they only have so much power and so much oxygen.
What a terrible question.
I just ride an emo.
This guy.
So
Tell
the
you
first
first.
thing I'm gonna do here
Who invited Greg?
is I'm gonna make all of you able to see the logo. Where's this? Show to everyone. Chris, Monique, Ryan, Smashy, and Teresa are the only ones currently on Foundry, so the only ones this is going to pop up for. This is the logo of Nebula Corporation. I'm going to put that out on the map as something that can be opened in the future if you want to look at it.
Gotcha.
Nice.
All right. Game rules. Okay, turns. I'm going to try really hard to give everyone equal time in the spotlight. In combat, there will be turns, but it won't be initiative. I'm going to rotate turns around as the situation unfolds. Rolling. During the game, there's only one type of roll. There aren't separate attacks, checks, or saving throws. It's just a check, and you'll roll 1d20 and add your relevant stat. You roll whatever your stat is for that ability, plus any bonuses if your character has something, and you either succeed with a cost, or fail. Basically, you're looking for a total that meets or beats two separate thresholds. I'm going to have one for succeeding with a cost, one for succeeding outright. A note on ammo that I didn't put in any of the text for you guys. Ranged weapons have no damage value. The damage is based on the bullets or slugs that you're using. So I've tried to keep it simple. When it says you have a magazine or a slug, it really just means one turn worth of shooting. So you're not going to have to keep track. Okay, I've got 7 bullets in this, and then I've used 3. If you've got a magazine and you say on your turn, I want to shoot, you're going to shoot the whole magazine. Otherwise, it's just far too complicated trying to keep track of it. When a non-player character attacks you, they are not going to roll. The thing just happens. If the thing is severe in any way at all, you'll have an opportunity to roll to mitigate the effect. Further, whenever you want to do something that isn't automatic, like hacking a door or aiming or shooting a gun, you will roll. Stats, and you should have already seen this on your character sheets. Health is a representation of your physical health. At 0 health, you begin the process of dying. Note that when we're assigning your free points, your attributable points, any points you put into health will represent 2 hit points. Everything else, 1 is 1, but for health, 1 is 2. The 4 main stats are physical, senses, science, and fortitude. Physical is strength, agility, and speed. Senses is your ability to perceive the world around you. Science is your intelligence, and fortitude is your ability to withstand physical and mental stress. Physical is going to be going to control your running speed, your standing leap, and your running leap, and fortitude controls how long you can hold your breath. God, I'm already talking too much.
You said it.
Your luck represents bonuses you can choose to apply in important situations. Whenever you make a roll, you can spend up to 2 luck. For each luck you spend, add a d6 to your total. Luck replenishes at the start of each session, so you should be using it if you have it. Gear slots represents how much you can carry at a time. Some things take up 1 gear slot, others take up more than 1. In general, a gear slot represents about 5 pounds of weight or an object the same size as a mason jar, meaning that both a baseball bat and a bowling ball would take 2 gear slots. The baseball bat because of its size, the bowling ball because of its weight.
Mm.
Protection determines how much damage to your health is negated when you are attacked. It's 0 unless you're wearing armor or you have a riot shield or something else. If your protection would bring the damage to 0 or -1, you're going to roll for fortitude. On a 10 plus, the damage is 0. On a failure, the damage is 1. That means if your protection is so high you bring it to -2, it's just 0. It's only if you happen to bring the damage to 0 or -1 exactly. Stats in this game versus D&D skills. I posted a list of what the things in D&D and what they would be in this game. I'm not going to review all of them. But again, in general, physical is anything physical. Senses is anything that requires your senses. Science is your intelligence. And fortitude is your ability to withstand the elements. Cold, holding your breath, drinking weird shit. Helping. I'm going to try to stay away from advantage and disadvantage generally as a concept. In D&D, advantage is you roll twice and take the higher. In this game, if someone helps you, the helper's going to roll first. And depending on how good they do at helping, it's either going to help or hurt the person who's trying to do the thing. Because certainly I've received help in the past that have made things worse. Dying. At 0 hit points, you are bleeding out or something like that and are unable to act or protect yourself. You die if you are at 0 hit points and take any more damage. Even if you recover after reaching 0 hit points, there will likely be some kind of permanent penalty, such as losing an arm. Although you can lose an arm even if you are at full health and the right thing happens. There are no long rests, no short rests in this game. It's unlikely that enough time will pass for any injury to heal on its own, so you're going to be relying on medical supplies to recover hit points during the game. Inspiration and luck. Try to roleplay, acting the way your character would, even if it's dumb, and staying in character will result in the DM rewarding you luck. You can go over your maximum luck by receiving it this way. That is not an increase to your character's luck. It's here, add this luck to your total and use it today to give yourself another D6 kind of thing. Finally, at the end of each session, we'll hold a secret vote to give one person a stat boost. Everyone will send me a whisper to vote for someone you can't vote for yourself. This should be someone who either caused your favorite moment or had a really good bit of role play. You can even vote for someone who died, as their new character will get the boost. The boost is 1 additional point to put into their stats. Any questions on any of that?
Negative.
No, sir.
Okay, so it's time to create our characters. So get your character sheet open. And the very first thing that we want to do is we want to assign our free points. By free points, I mean on the far right of the first page, you should have a thing called assignable points.
Mm-hmm.
And then in each column, you've got your starting number, a blank for assigned, and a blank for total. So figure out where you would like to put your however many points you have, and figure out what your total is for each of the things. Let me know if anybody needs help.
We just do this on Google Sheets, correct?
Yep, this is all on Google Sheets. I tried to make something for Foundry. It was going to take me like 50 hours just on the character sheet, so I said, nah. It was going to be a lot of work. Oh, I'm realizing that I somehow have the total and the assigned column on the right 6 for everybody. That's a mistake. It should match
Mhm.
whatever. It should match whatever your assignable points is. There's going to be mistakes here, guys. So
Unacceptable.
under total for
Let them
assigned,
know.
under total for assigned, it should match whatever you have under assignable points. So you can fix that. I'm sorry, guys, I missed that one.
It's okay.
When figuring out, remember Piedmas.
You peed Maz what?
With beat mods.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Oh, PEMDAS, not Piedmos.
Pete Moss?
Oh, right.
I was trying to figure out if you did that on purpose or if it was an accident. I was like, we'll figure it out. He'll
Pete and
say
Maz
something
dryer.
PEMDAS, Pete Moss, you know what I mean. Some smashies.
else.
I have no windshield.
We just put the totals in down there at the bottom. Is that it for that section?
Yeah. And then and then once you are done with those, you should tally up your health by multiplying your or you tally up your hit points by multiplying the health by 2. And so your current hit points and max hit points will match. So if your health is a total of 5, then you'll have 10 for max hit points. And then also fill in your luck and max luck. And then underneath that, for your stats, physical, senses, science, fortitude, fill those in. I should have already put in your other bonuses.
Our modifiers just our totals.
Yes.
Okay.
And then when you get those
Great.
in, figure out what your running speed, standing leap, and holding breath, just so it's easy for you to reference later. Travis, what is your hit points?
8.
I'm gonna start. The hit points is like the only thing I'm gonna have on the tokens on Foundry. Teresa, what's yours?
Wait, how do I find that again?
Health times 2.
8.
Smashy.
12.
Healthy girl. Ryan?
And
Somebody doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
Nate?
8.
I wait for someone to say 4. I'm gonna be like, what?
Somebody's starting off sick.
Okay, you are already dying. Monique?
10.
Jack?
This is our health, right? Hit points.
Yeah.
6.
Did you just? Is it 6 times 2 or
No.
that's 3 times 2?
Yes.
Okay, it just seemed crazy that yours is that low.
He's a mechanical engineer,
I know. But I'm just
not a barbarian.
like Smashy.
Like Spanish.
Who has twice his health.
Muscles. Chris?
10.
Y'all didn't know exobiologists are fucking.
I feel
She's
slightly over dramatic.
Right. I'm here to sniff alien plants.
Someone's got to nip it in the bud.
She's just gonna spend the whole time just fucking eating mushrooms. All right, how's everybody doing?
All right.
Good. How are you doing?
All right.
Think I'm at
So a
gear
few,
now.
yeah, okay. So a few of you should have protection, but for most of you, it's 0. And I got your computer clearances in there already. Again, make sure before we move on that you figure out your maximum running speed, standing leap, and holding breath. It's right under the stats.
I'm a little upset
that's just so
didn't
you
give
don't
us
have
a little
to figure.
box for it.
I mean, you can make it into a box.
I mean, there just should have been one. That's just a note for next time.
Jack, I'm taking this as you telling me how impressed you are about the little boxes.
I
So-
like the little boxes, and I feel I'm gonna have a hard time finding these because I don't have a little box
Then
already.
make
there.
them into boxes.
Bold
That's
it.
easy.
Color them in. Yeah, they're bold.
Oh.
Make it colored.
Oh.
Make it colored.
I didn't realize
highlight it.
I had to do all this extra work.
So now on the left side of the screen, you can go to the skills list and pick any 2 you want. Well, not any 2. Some of them are restricted where it says it's not available to this person or that person. Note that some of you do already have a skill, so this is 2 on top of that. If you happen to already have one for some reason, this would be 2 additional. Those don't. That would not count toward your 2.
I'm confused.
Okay.
What are you telling us to do right now?
Pick a
You can
skill.
You can pick 2 skills.
So switch
Some
to the skill
people-
list.
Yes, some people already have
Okay.
one for one reason or another, and I'm saying those don't count toward their skills.
Gotcha.
Let me know if you have a question about any of these.
We should just copy and paste them into our stats and gear.
Yeah, just put them right into the there's a spot for skills. Just put it right there. Above
What
gear.
if it's not in the list, but it says that's an option?
What?
I see something that's not in the list, and I'm confused.
How do you see something that's not in the list?
I'll highlight it on my sheet, I guess.
What the fuck? Chris is the medic.
I see something that's not on the list.
He's so
Yeah,
high
I
right
really
now.
don't.
So you might have a skill already, but if it's not on the list, that's just a skill you have already.
If you're looking at your stats and gear sheet, that's just a skill you have.
Oh. I took that one out of the game.
Okay.
Wait, how can
Oh, wait a minute.
He's got secret
Yeah.
a secret list.
Well, so originally I had two different types of health, physical health and mental health, because I had this idea that you could get so scared that you'd fucking go crazy. And I was like, man, I don't know how to keep track of this shit. So I took it out.
Kind of cool.
Chris was talking about a skill that would make it so that it was harder for you to get afraid.
Oh.
So he wasn't crazy. Got it.
I appreciate you being secretive, Chris. Thank you.
I also have a skill that lets me get a boner.
Hmm. Like those escaped monkeys.
But it takes 7 weeks.
Yep.
Hmm.
If you pick a skill that changes one of your stats, you can go ahead and just change that.
What'd you say?
So that, if you pick a skill that changes one of your stats, just update your
Oh.
stuff.
Gotcha.
So do we add the assignable points to the modifier and the skills points?
Let me look at your character sheet. See what you mean. So like your I guess I'm confused. Your physical should be 3, not 5.
So 3. But then the modifier down at the bottom, soldier, was add 5 to physical roll. Any senses or physical roll. Down here.
Yeah, you would put that text. You'd put that text in the other bonuses box. I mean, no, you can
Okay.
leave it there. I meant leave it there. I'll show you what I mean. You would take that text and you would put it there and there.
Okay.
And then this should match these should match what it shows at the top.
Under total.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, if you were making a physical roll relating to combat, you would have 3 plus 5, so you'd have an 8.
Got it. All right, I think I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not adjusting the number; it's adding to the number, but not for all physical rolls. Because if you're trying to open a door and like force it open, it's still only going to be a 3 because that's not combat. Even though it might seem like it, you're fighting a door.
Right. Right.
And so then you would do the same thing with your other one there. Is put that under science. So the total for those would be a 6.
Okay.
Okay, who's not done with that?
I am. I'm good.
Yeah, but who's not done?
I'm good.
Joe, I said I'm good.
Oh,
Okay,
my
sounds.
bad.
I guess everybody's done. All right. Next, you have to look at your current gear total and fill yourself up to max. Now, you've all started with some gear. For the most part, the gear that you're starting with is stuff that other people can't get. You're starting with it because of your role specifically. You don't have to take that stuff. If you wanted to drop any of that, you can, because it does take up space. But like nobody else is going to have it if you don't. You should see what your total gear slots are and then how many you have filled. If you didn't add any points to gear slots, then you're going to be pretty close to full already. Well, that's true. Everyone except the weapons expert. So Ryan, you have a lot of work to do.
I got a shit ton to do. Yeah.
I didn't give him any weapons, so like his
Boy, you better pop that list up.
He's got a bunch of gear slots and they're all empty, so he's got to like figure out what shit he wants to bring. And everything is divided into 5 sections: ammunition, armor, equipment, melee weapons, and ranged weapons. And the only reason really I divided it that way is the information's kind of different for each of those things. Like armor has protection and ammunition has damage. Melee weapons have damage, but ranged weapons don't. So under the ammo, LV bullets means low velocity. HV bullets means high velocity. The difference is that the low velocity has no risk of penetrating an external bulkhead, so you don't have to worry about blasting a shot in the side of a spaceship and dying. High velocity has a risk of that happening, but it does more damage because it's high velocity. For electromagnet grenades, I did put tech only, but really what that means is like it won't do anything to a human unless they have cybernetics.
Mm-hmm. So when you take the ammo, is it unlimited rounds essentially?
No. Each thing of ammo is 1 turn of shooting. I mean, in a fight, like if it ain't over in like 3 rounds, you're probably dead anyway. But I mean, you know, this is an abandoned space station. Why would you need lots of ammo? You know?
So we're filling up our slots from the available list, and we're keeping everything that we already have.
Well, you can drop something you already have.
You can swap them out right now. Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, the stuff that you have, for the most part, it's stuff that only you can have. That like it's not on the list.
Okay.
Well, except for the earpiece, but that's 0 gear slots. So, like, I don't know why you dropped that. And your emus are also 0 gear slots because you are inside it instead of vice versa. And again, if you didn't put any points into gear slots, then you're probably pretty close to full already, except for Ryan.
What's the point of having a weapon that doesn't do any damage?
Depends on what it is.
Probably stun.
What weapon are you talking about?
I guess taser is only one that I see.
Okay. So, sounds like you know what a taser's for.
Joe, millions of people die every day from tasers. Not a joke.
Millions.
Every
True.
day, millions die from wild tasers. Nate, I'm assuming your entire inventory is earplugs?
Yes.
He was going through the list and he was like, earplugs, plugs your ears.
I love it. I mean, it is what
Mhm.
it is. Arr.
I like the radiation detector. Detects radiation.
I know Ryan's not done. Is anybody else not done?
I'm
I have a
good.
question.
I'm good. Oh.
So you know what I have. Do I need a navigation watch? I will DM you why I'm asking that.
I mean, do you need it? No, but it is nice to have a visual thing.
I'll be right back.
You see what I'm saying?
Thought you were gonna message me.
I did
Oh,
on Foundry.
right, but there's no way for that to show you a picture. That's why it's a separate thing.
It says it contains a map that can project a small 3D display.
Does it?
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, sure. You get rid of the other thing then.
Okay.
I probably did one before I did the other and didn't catch it. Oh. I don't think so, Chris.
Okay.
I think let me read it again. Pretty sure I intended it to be. Yeah, that 4 should be the total,
Okay.
not 4 times 2. No, that 8's crazy.
Oh shit!
I'm back.
Okay, I'm done.
Good timing.
Did anybody else take healthy as a skill?
I did.
Okay, keep in mind that it's +4, not +8. If you thought it was +8, that's not what I meant.
It said +4.
I know, but everything else was ×2 for that, and that one's not.
Oh. Yeah, no.
So I got to update your health, your character. What's your health now?
10.
4. Son of a bitch.
It went down.
You
Well,
just
yeah, in
said
between I contracted measles and.
that.
You set, Ryan?
Yep.
Well, hot damn, that went faster than I thought it would. It's only 8:15, and we're ready. Is anybody not ready?
A little nervous, but hell yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, wait. Well, you know what? Give me a couple minutes.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Wow. It's rude.
He's nervous. He's gotta go take a shit.
He's like, oh, we're actually gonna start right now. Hang on, let me go finish making this spaghetti.
I gotta strain it. I'm not gonna let it just soak.
Mm.
Oh no, my muffins!
Do you guys mind? Be right back.
Now, who was able to copy paste and do a good job with the formatting, and who is going to make my OCD freak out? No, Ryan was giving me hives.
What?
Because you copies and all the colors came with the copying.
Oh, well, yeah, you shouldn't put colors in there.
Forgot you hate colors.
I don't
Color
see
blind.
them, so it's okay.
I can't see any colors. Everything's black and white.
Superpower.
My superpower. I'm blind. I don't see race or anything else. Oh yeah, everybody's good except Ryan. See. So you just fix his and then I'm good. Oh Jesus Christ, Ryan, what are you doing? What is this shit? You don't know how to put
What?
like 4 of a thing? You copied it 4 times?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Then I just delete it rather than having to keep track.
I guess. I'm gonna have to count your shit. Do you? 1, 2.
26 spots.
Oh, that's right. You did have a lot of slots. I forgot about that. Well, you know, everybody kind of had something that made their character unique, and yours was you carry a lot of shit.
Who is the worst character?
Well, I haven't really looked, but I'm gonna guess Chris just because he does.
Damn.
I love that you started cackling immediately. I haven't looked. I'm gonna guess Chris. That's good. Probably his most random equipment.
He probably not even bringing any of it. It's probably all like really good medical stuff.
I'm trying to figure out if we actually need
I
this
want
stuff.
this rocket launcher.
It's got a rocket launcher, a respirator, and a sledgehammer. Just all super heavy
It's
shit.
it's all duct taped together. He duct taped the sledgehammer to a rocket launcher. Look at this fucking weapon.
Aren't you the medic?
Comes in, no shirt. Where's your spacesuit? I don't need one. I got my sledge rocket.
Sledge rocket. That's a good one. Sledge rocket. Okay. I hope that's not what happens. I think we might need
What?
some medical stuff.
Hope all you want.
Oh no, Chris.
I got a backstory.
Yeah, me, I'm a medic, but that's really just a cover up. I know nothing.
Faked my way through medical school.
Yeah.
Actually faint at the sight of blood.
That's my greatest weakness.
I was going to do that, but I figured I'd die really fast.
Cool.
Jack?
Is he building a house?
Hold on, I gotta
He's
pick this
He's
bird
muted
notes.
and deafened, so I don't think it's him.
Okay. Be right back.
I'm sure it
guys.
was
I gotta
Chris
go
playing
finish
soccer in
building
his
this
house.
Oh, it probably was.
Oh, that's what it was. Somebody's mouse. I was Teresa. I was seeing this letter, fucking random like letter T or whatever, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I just realized it's Teresa's mouse. Like I could only see the T for some reason.
Hmm.
It's time for some tea.
Oh man, we were really moving, weren't we? Oh.
Yeah.
What? We're ahead of schedule? I'll be back in a little while.
Yeah, I gotta go loot.
I already looted that building.
I might have missed
Jack's
something. Let me-
back. Yeah. I'm gonna go switch out this holoscope for a red dot.
Right.
I'll be back in
You
20
missed
minutes.
3 bandages. Oh, the fact there was 3 meant I took 2 of them, asshole. I dropped those 3.
Motherfucker.
Oh man. He's been gone for a long time.
He has.
Okay, well, Jack's character's dead. His anus ruptured when he was taking a shit. Let out on the
God.
toilet. Yeah.
Way to go.
Not so healthy now, are you?
Right.
Got him.
He better be taking the most painful shit of his life.
Could be. Have you tried FaceTiming him?
Ew.
All right, sorry guys.
There he is.
Okay. Your character's already dead, Jack.
Oh, damn
Okay, so the first thing we're going to start with is the theme song, and then we'll move into character introductions, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Theme song time.
Hit it.
If there's anyone still out there, we need help. Okay.
Ooh.
Sounded like
Creepy.
you.
All right, let's see here. Let's see how loud this is. Too loud. There we go. Sounds pretty good. All right. Captain Peters is the lead representative of Nebula Corporation on this mission and is the captain of the Seraphim. He is an older white man wearing the charcoal and gold uniform of the corporation, with neat and short gray hair and a well-trimmed mustache. He is seated in the ready room, reviewing the contents of a manila folder with a map of Erebus 4 on the wall behind him, when your first team member arrives. Travis, please give your character's name, role, and description, please.
Okay. I am Lucas Ashford. I am the team leader. And then I didn't pick out what my character looks like. Was I supposed to do that?
I mean, if you want to decide next time what your character looks like, you can.
I think you meant the description from your character sheet, right?
No, I'm saying, what does he look like? I mean, let's imagine.
okay.
Make up a
Yeah.
guy. What did you say his name was? Ashford?
Ashford.
Okay, Ashford.
Ashford.
Okay.
Well, I guess he looks like a typical military guy. Muscular, tall, scars, military haircut. Yeah. If I find anything, think of anything else interesting, I'll say it.
Okay.
Yeah, he comes from like a line of military family members, so people, or his dad and his grandfather and whatnot, were also military commanders and officers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The next person to enter the room is Ryan's character. Name, role, and description, please.
My character's name is Johnny Rico, a weapons expert. He's tall, blonde. Would have been good looking in high school, but he peaked back then. His hair's unkempt and messy. Half-lift uniform. Looks like he's been through a lot.
Okay. Did you say what your role was?
Weapons
Mobile
expert.
infantry.
Did you say it? Okay.
Mobile. Yeah.
Next is Monique.
Okay. So my character is Alias Star. She's a pilot. I actually have a picture of her.
Nice. So if you can copy it, you can paste it right into the chat in the game. That works.
There she is. She's kind of steampunk.
Nice.
And what was the other thing you wanted?
Well, it was a description. But I think you just did that.
Yeah.
Do you want
Kept
the
it easy.
interesting fact now?
You can. The interesting fact is more something to give your character personality that could come up when you guys are like interacting with each other or something. But you go ahead if you want. If you want to share.
Okay, I'll just give a sneak peek of it. So my name is Alias Star, but that's not my real name. It's actually an anagram for my true name.
Nice.
There's more story behind that, but you'll figure that out later.
Oh, shit. Just delete it.
Okay.
You got to keep her alive if you want to know more. All right, Teresa, you're up next.
My name is Anya Volkov. I'm a Russian woman who moved to the U.S. as a child with blonde hair and blue eyes. I am the astrophysicist. And then my fun fact is, many people believe my family works for ISIS. As a child, I was feared, but that has never been proven.
Damn.
Interesting.
I like it.
Jack.
I'm John Klovek. I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm just your average looking dude. I really like old TV shows. I'll upload a picture between now and next time.
Nice. I'm trying to update your tokens as we go here with the name, and then also in the player list, update it. All right, Chris.
My name is Dr. Jex Wilder. I am a world-renowned doctor of some world. I don't really know. I haven't really thought about that yet. But I'm kind of like an Italian-looking guy. Let's copy this guy. He looks Italian enough. Let's say slick back hair. I'm being paid handsomely to join this mission.
Wait, you didn't even chat GPT a guy. You just took a picture of a guy.
That guy. Get some gray in there.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Doctor.
All right, Smashy.
My name is Lydia Carson. I am the exobiologist and like a short, small lady. Short gray hair. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. And Nate, you're last.
All right. My guy's name is Grant Archibald Yes No. And
Yes, no.
he looks like Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. So that's pretty much what he looks like. And yeah. That's it.
Man.
Oh wait, no, I'm the tech specialist.
So Jeff Goldblum, but the personality is completely opposite.
Yes.
But his initials are gay.
That's what he looks. He looks so much like him. Hair's usually wet too.
His hair's usually wet. How does he pull that off? No one knows. All right. Jesus Christ. Good job, everybody.
Low.
All right. He says, you all know the mission objectives. Please take a final moment to examine the map of the station while I go over the final details. We're going to keep the Seraphim a ways back to stay clear of any debris that might be around the station. You're going to take the Ghidorah and magnetically connect to the station's hull near airlock A. Force the airlock open, get inside, restart the nuclear reactor, and then go from there. He checks his watch. All right, it's time. Get the job done and get back safe.
All right.
All right. Everyone gets into their EMUs. And trying to get my sound right here. There we go. And boards the ship. You're wearing your emus, but your helmets aren't up. And the pilot, Star, you aren't wearing the gloves yet because it's harder to fly with the gloves on. You begin the takeoff procedures. The Seraphim's docking bay opens, and you take off. All right. Everything's working properly as it's supposed to. You begin your approach toward the space station of Erebus 4. Pilot, I would like you to please make a senses roll for me. You are piloting. So roll a d20, and you'll add your modifier. Now to roll a d20, what you're going to do is go down to the right by the chat. The second to last picture of a die is the d20. Just click that. It'll put in the chat /R 1d20. And then you can just press roll once that shows up there.
I'm only seeing like numbers. I see 9 is the second to the right. Is that what you mean?
No, on the bottom right near the chat.
Oh. There we go. Okay.
All right, and what is your bonus for senses rolls for piloting?
It is 5. And then whenever you make senses roll relating to piloting a vehicle, add 7 on top of other bonuses.
All right, you just rolled a 29 then.
Oh.
So you are
Nice.
you are piloting dead on target to end up exactly where you're supposed to be. Now, in front of you now is the map. All of you know what the station looks like. Picture on the left is the station itself. The station is, as it's been described to you.
Yeah. I don't see
Oh,
anything.
you guys can't see. Okay. Let's see here. What I want to do.
This is a smooth ride. Are we even flying? Shit.
Sounds nice. Soothing.
No roads in space.
Here we go. Bang. Now can you see?
Yes, sir.
All right. So on the left is a picture of the station. It is more or less one story. In that there isn't like a second deck or anything like that.
Okay.
But the most of the rooms do have 2 stories. It's just the second story is accessible from that room only, either by stairs or elevators inside it. So the doors on the station as you go around the ring are all on that first level. Some of the neighboring sections, such as exobiology and xenochemistry, would have an entrance on the second floor between the 2 of them, so that scientists working in the biology department can easily move back and forth between the sections. On the right is the top of the station, just giving you an idea of where the personnel tram, the cargo tram, the satellite dishes, and the solar panels for backup systems are located. So that's all there on the right. And you're currently headed for Airlock A, which is on the top left of the first floor, since the nuclear reactor is right there, and that's what you're trying to get to in the first place.
Right on.
As you're flying, you see the immense planet of Jotun on your left. Jotun is a planet that's covered in a perpetual storm. So you see just, what appear to be lightning strikes of this kind of crazy blue energy on the planet. Like, obviously you can't hear it, but you imagine it in your head as it's happening. And you also see the moon of Caliga. Now, Caliga is in orbit around Jotun. It's much smaller. Smaller than Earth. Larger than our moon, though. And the space station of Erebus 4 is in orbit around that moon. So you've got Erebus 4 around Caliga, Caliga around Jotun, and Jotun orbiting Atrum 13, which is the sun. And you can see all of this as you're flying. Caliga is strange in that it doesn't appear to be covered in plant life or anything, but it still looks kind of green. The moon appears a mixtures of greens, purples, and reds. And again, strange because it doesn't appear to be covered in plant life, so the composition of the soil must be something strange. And you're starting to get a little bit closer to the station.
Whoa.
What was that?
None of you saw what happened. The Ghidorah's sensors flashed momentarily. There was a bright light, and then the Seraphim was blowing up. I need the pilot to please make another census roll, please. That's really high. You're maintaining the flight, doing a really good job of it. There's a little bit of shaking. You think the ship was hit by some of the debris. You take a look at your panels, and after managing to keep everything straight and all that, you realize that the ship is your ship, the Ghidorah, is losing fuel, and you don't have a whole lot of time left on the fuel before this thing's going to be running out. You're going to have to try and land as quickly as you can here. What's everybody else doing while this is happening?
Check and see what equipment we have in case we have to air our spacewalk.
Yeah, I want to see if there's something I can do to fix any problems that are ongoing.
Sure.
And I would be assisting with him.
Okay, all right. So you're all looking around for something. Team leader, you would definitely tell everyone to put your helmets on.
Yes.
So everyone starts putting their helmets on. Pilot, you get your gloves and helmet on. You've only got 83 seconds left of fuel before you're going to need to do something. The shuttle isn't very responsive, and suddenly you ping off a glass wall that's right in front of you. You realize you've just bumped into the station's observation deck. You didn't shatter the glass, but spiderwebbing cracks spread along the length of the glass. Now you have magnetized landing gear. You can get close enough, but you need to slow down. You also have a magnetic winch, which can be launched, but isn't designed to be used as an anchor. Pilot, do you have any other ideas? What else does the Ghidorah have? What do you do?
I think we should try to connect to the space station where we're at and see if we can't dock there.
All right, give me one more piloting roll, please. You use the rest of your fuel to try to just slow down.
Oh, Lord.
You have a high bonus, though. That's still like a 20 total. All right, you...
Sure.
Okay. You've blasted all the rest of the fuel.
And it connects.
I'm looking for something here. I'm looking for a thing. Hold on.
The time has run out. What is happening?
I know. Well, she already used all the rest of the fuel to end.
Did we all just die?
There we go. Found it. All right. You managed to land on the station. And I'm looking. Well, they sorted so well. Jack and Nate, you two wanted to look to see if there's something that you can do to fix any problems you might be having. Why don't you two make senses rolls, please?
It's just a D20.
Yeah, and add your sense
modifier.
It's always a D20.
Oh, somehow I rolled 2.
Jack, you got a 13. What's your senses?
4.
Okay, you got a 17. Yesno, what did you get?
5 total.
All right, Yesno doesn't find anything. Jack, Klovek, you don't manage to find anything useful, but you are able to pay enough attention to identify that you have not, in fact, landed anywhere near airlock A, but the pilot did such a good job that she managed to land the ship right there on astro mining. So you are on top of the station. Well, on top of it, sideways, parked on this jutting out wall, right next to airlock D.
Okay.
That was a very good job.
I mean, it is pretty good.
Thank you.
Well, we don't have a choice. We should go into airlock D.
Your shuttle is also out of fuel. which means that once you open the doors, the shuttle will become depressurized, and you won't be able to use it anymore because there will be no way to refill it with oxygen.
All right, everybody, make sure you have all your stuff.
Put on all my appropriate gear.
Do I still need a helmet?
Well, what's our exfil plan if we can't use our ship?
Well, we can't
Consider
worry about
that.
that right now. We need to figure out communications, right? So we need to find. We need to get inside to get the power on.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Then maybe we can figure out exfil.
We don't have a contact with somebody like in the like if we were to like send a message to like our corporate or whoever's helping us, that wouldn't be possible, would it?
Well, you have your earpieces, which enable you to communicate with each other, and with the Seraphim, which is just blown up. Do you have any kind of long-range communication device with you?
I have the oral implant.
Whoa.
Oral.
Stupid.
Where I don't need a radio or an earpiece to communicate with others.
Yeah, but is that long range? Can we speak to anybody from the office or the security office?
I guess I don't know.
She has the satellite dish implant.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume we don't have any gear that'll allow us to do that. So I think we need to turn the power on here to see if there's a way to communicate.
Yep.
All right, so we gotta figure out how to get this airlock open.
Well, do you open the door to your ship? You're still on the Ghidorah.
Well, yeah, but isn't it just space out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to come up with a plan before we jump out the ship.
Yeah, I want to open the door and have it.
Let's see.
Oh,
we gotta make sure we can get the door.
You're not wearing your helmets?
No, we are.
Okay.
What does that have to do with anything? We're just not opening the door yet.
Okay.
How's the crack looking? Does it look like we're about to... Is it seeping through?
What crack?
Oh, was the crack on the main ship, not ours?
You bumped into the observation deck.
Okay, the observation deck.
Big glass window that fills that whole wall. You smashed into that on your way by. You didn't shatter it, but you spiderweb cracked it.
Okay. We all need to get into our EMUs?
So
you've been wearing them the whole time. You have not been wearing your helmets.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do I know how to open the airlock without power?
I believe that's why you're here.
Yeah, so I guess I want to tell him I'll go open the airlock.
Okay, we should all tether and go with you.
Yes.
With you in front?
Do we have the tether from the... Is there a way we can tether like a line to the airlock area so we don't float off into space? Or do these emus have movement capability, right? Like air jets or something?
They have
propulsion.
It's a propulsion, it says.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah. So tether together, go to the airlock, and I will open it.
All right.
And once in, we get the power on and life support.
Well, let's get
priority.
Let's get inside.
Is it supposed to say game pause the whole time?
Yeah, I don't want you moving your tokens because once we get going with the game, like I'll move your tokens around. This
Right.
is not like D&D where you're controlling your token on a like combat board. This is so you all know where everybody is.
Okay.
Just want to make sure you.
It's gonna get chaotic if I let you guys move your stuff around because I can't keep track of
All right, you guys okay with me determining the order that we're in?
Sure.
Go for it.
All right. So we'll go with Klovek first. Yes, no second. We'll go Star third. Rico will go in the middle fourth, and then Carson, Volkov, and then myself.
Oh boy, Carson is Smashy. Volkov is the astrophysicist. I can't remember Chris's name.
Wilder than me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta figure this out because right now I have real name on the token, job on the bottom, and I don't have the character name. But I could put both on the token. That's fine. So maybe I'll do that. All right. Travis, take a luck point. Thank you.
So wait, I add
okay.
to my max luck, or
No, not to your maxed out luck, to your current luck.
Okay, I see.
All right. I need everyone that isn't trained at spacewalking to please make a spacewalk roll for me. And if you're really bad at spacewalking, you might want to use a luck.
Where does
I took Spacewalker. It says I don't need to make a roll for spacewalking unless something goes wrong, and if I do, I have an advantage. So
spacewalking is going to be physical. Yeah, if you want to add your modifiers in when you're rolling, so we know what the total is too, that would be cool.
Okay, I'll do that next.
Oh.
You can just do like plus whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's just +1, so I got an 8.
Okay, and that way too, if you're adding a d6, you can just do it without having to say anything. Because remember, using luck, you can use 1 or 2, which means 1 or 2 d6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 good rolls and an automatic success versus 3 bad ones. So, yeah, it's perfectly fine. You guys get over to the airlock, and then mechanical engineer. I'm going to want a... I think this is a science roll. I think this is you using your mechanical engineering to open it.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to do the when you open the shuttle door. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so you got a 17. It takes a little while to the point that everyone else is starting to get nervous, and then finally you get it open.
Left-handed, not bad.
And all of you enter in through the airlock into airlock D. All right, so the airlock.
Ashford, close the airlock.
yeah, if I can.
It's easy to close with the manual lever inside once you get in, so that's no problem. The airlock is a reinforced chamber with thick steel doors designed to handle decompression and reentry. The walls are lined with emergency gear such as oxygen tanks and safety tethers.
Sweet.
All right. So
Proceed.
I'm gonna head to the. I guess would it be engineering bay? Where would the power station?
Up north.
Nuclear
We're gonna
reactor?
go to the reactor.
The reactor. Yeah.
Yeah, we should all head there together to start.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's get this thing on.
Okay.
Okay.
Stick together.
So
roll.
you all begin heading up that way together.
How much oxygen do our emus have remaining?
They have about an hour.
Okay.
You guys weren't supposed to be outside for that. Well, no, they would have more than an hour because you got to have time to turn the nuclear reactor on. So it'd really be more like 2 hours.
Okay.
So as you're walking through the station, it is of course very dark. Your emus have some light on them. So you're walking through here, and yeah, I mean it looks abandoned. I mean,
I'll take
is
point at this point. By the way,
okay.
I want to turn on my ocular implants, night vision
Okay.
and thermal vision.
I
Okay.
also want to turn on my night vision.
Okay, 2 of you have night vision. Okay,
I'll have one of them come up next to me then.
which one?
I'll have Carson come next to me and ask Rico to stay in the back just in case there's an issue behind us.
Okay. You guys begin moving forward. Every door is closed. Which doesn't really mean anything. Just kind of moving slowly through the station. It's a big station. And Pilot, you spot something handy. You spot basically a golf cart right here.
Hey, look, guys, there's a golf cart.
Oh, does it
Time for
work?
games.
Let's
I
try it.
check out the golf cart. Works now.
Yep. So you head over to the golf cart. Make a science roll for me, please.
Okay.
I don't know that you have any modifiers to checking out vehicles. What is your science modifier for this?
1.
So an 18.
Yeah.
It does appear to be functional, but you would have to hotwire.
I want a hotwire 4. That's science, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Easy. You hotwire it.
Nice.
Without your emus on, 4 people could fit in it. With your emus on, it's a little harder. Probably only 3 could get in.
So who would be the people that should go to the nuclear reactor room first?
I want all of us to
Me.
go.
Okay.
I should tell you guys. I was warned to be prepared once we have the power on. So, make sure I want to make sure we're all together when that happens.
Well, it's probably going to take a few minutes to get it actually on. So if I can go ahead and the rest can.
Okay, if you could just make sure we're all here before you actually finish, you can go on ahead.
I should probably go with them,
Take
though.
Rico, yeah, take those 2 and then Star. The rest
Right.
of us will
I
walk.
have a lot of capabilities.
Well, there only 3 of us could fit in the golf.
I thought you said 4.
4 out of
Or
our
without,
suits, didn't he?
yeah.
Or what?
Outside
Without
of
our
our emus,
suits.
since we have our emus on, only 3 can fit.
Oh,
So we'll go yes, no, myself, and who?
well,
Star.
Star's got to drive. Do you guys have weapons?
I got a knife.
No, I
A-
don't.
Machete and a pistol.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, you're in charge of protecting them then.
Who's the third one?
Yes,
Star,
me.
yes, no, and Slovak.
I don't know if we should split you 2 up though. If something happens to the GART while you guys are both on it, we can't turn the power on.
Well, the one turning the power on is the astrophysicist.
Oh.
That doesn't
Because it's a
mean.
nuclear reactor. The tech specialist is not
Okay, well, she
a
should go.
physicist.
Oh yeah, she
The
definitely.
tech specialist is the data guy.
Does the mechanical engineer need to go?
Well, if you
Probably
need to get a
not.
door open.
Okay, if you need to get a door open. Okay, got it. So, sorry, yes, no, you're staying with us.
So long.
Yeah.
You guys
Why don't
don't even know my.
I go?
Mhm.
Why don't I go over the roles real quick? So the pilot's there to drive everything and to help people with whatever they need. The mechanical engineer is there to help with all of the physical impediments to getting the job done, whether that means fixing a machine or opening a door. The astrophysicist is there to get the nuclear reactor on. The exobiologist is there because you always send an exobiologist. Team leader is there to lead. The tech specialist is there to get the data. Weapons expert is there because you always send a weapons expert. And the medic is there because you always send a medic.
Okay. So yes,
Cool.
no. When we need computers, you're up.
That's
But
a lot of what you're here to do. Okay, so the three of them.
You just fart.
Okay.
All right.
Cart.
So the three of them drive off. Why don't I get everyone? Well, no. Why don't I get one person from each group to give me a census roll just to see if there's anything you notice? We have a golf
alright.
cart noise.
From ours, who has the best census?
I got a 4.
Mine's a 4.
Okay, so probably me then. I have a 5 and then a 7 on top of that.
Yeah,
For what though?
Census, right?
Not all census rolls.
What's the?
Oh, relating to piloting a vehicle. Okay, so just
No,
5
this-
then.
Yes.
Okay.
There was a chance based on your rolls that you guys were going to land fucking nowhere near a door. And your rolls were so high that you landed right next to a door.
Yeah.
So that's what those rolls did.
Got it.
Like the first risk of somebody dying was having to do a redonkulous spacewalk. Yeah, pretty good rolls. You're not noticing anything? Actually,
we didn't roll
nothing.
ours.
What? Oh, just the pilot roll? Okay,
Yeah,
well, the pilot's not noticing.
we didn't discuss anything. Who has good senses? I have a +6.
I just have a 2. I do have a implant that I can hear long distance really well. That's it.
Just as me.
Hearing in an atmosphere where there's no air isn't going to help you right now until you.
No,
hit
man,
a-
I can hear so fucking good. You have no
Doesn't even need sound waves.
Good play. But yeah,
Heard a frog fart back on Earth.
I just have 2, so whoever has higher than that.
Wow, there's a live quarters right next to us.
You just have a 3.
4.
I guess it's me then. +6.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the 6. Go for it.
Ugh.
Everything looks fine.
He's got his eyes closed. Everything's good.
You might just check out the library.
Carson's
Couldn't
got the night
begin.
vision, so I guess does she have a
Sure.
bonus for the night vision? Well, so does Rico.
I have thermal vision too.
Can we
Okay.
have 2 vision modes on at once, or?
I mean, if you do, it would work like having 2 vision modes on, so you'd
So
probably
no.
be pretty confused.
But
Okay.
can you easily switch between them
do it.
though?
You can easily switch between them.
Okay.
Takes 10
I never
minutes.
turn it off. I just look at everything that way now.
You have to shove a roll of quarters up your butt.
Done.
All right, you guys get to the reactor door.
All right. I check out the door and open it.
It doesn't appear to be locked or anything like that, but it is closed and there's no power.
Okay.
So make a science roll.
Anybody else hearing an echo, by the way, when they talk?
Somebody's
No.
got like a speaker on or something, so it's
Sometimes, yeah.
bouncing.
Occasionally.
Yeah, it's not doing it now. It was doing it though.
All right, yeah, it takes a little bit, but you get it open before the other group gets there. Let's see. Doors.
Got it.
All right.
After you, ladies.
And the three of you do enter. So the nuclear reactor is a little bit different than what you thought you would see. There is the reactor is a large sealed chamber housing the station's primary power source. Why don't the three of you give me a senses roll to just kind of examine the area as you walk in? And basically, the way I have each room designed is that there's an initial description, there is, you look around a little bit, description, and then there is computer information. Obviously, with the power off, you can't get the computer information, but
damn.
So the mechanical engineer and the astrophysicist kind of look around, trying to look for like panels or whatever, and you're not really finding what you're looking for. The astrophysicist, Volkov, is getting a little frustrated that you can't find the appropriate area to begin manual restart of the nuclear reactor. When the pilot realizes that, like, obviously the reactor is going to have shielding, but this place has been blocked the fuck off. There are layers of doors blocking access to the reactor. And it just looks like there's a wall against the back. It ain't a wall, it's a fucking door. Somebody like put in place like the mega super doors. And you also spot that there's like strange scratch marks all along the door.
Oh, what is this?
Scary. I wonder what else is up here with us.
Are these doors that are something that will always be in place, or just in case of like a nuclear like meltdown or something? Would
It's a
they come
great
into
question
play?
for the astrophysicist. Science roll, astrophysicist.
Goodness.
Don't you get +7 on that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
So
do.
19.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, these are doors that you would put in place if the reactor needed to be blocked off from the rest of the station.
Meaning in an emergency situation of some sort.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But since the power's not on, there's no way to look at the logs to figure out why they closed them. So you're in a catch-22 as far as that goes. The rest of the group arrives now.
All right. What do we got here, everybody?
There appears to be some additional shielding blocking the nuclear reactor.
And we have to get through that door then?
And yes, and there are these weird scratch marks.
Okay.
Are there any backup power stations on this shithole?
I would ask, well, Well, you can ask your question first.
Well, he's asking you.
What are you asking me?
Is there any backup generators of any kind that would power at least parts of the space station?
What do I know?
You would know that the only other power source on the entirety of the station are solar panels specifically attached to backup systems in the southeast of the station. Backup systems is where research data from all over the station is stored in case of a data malfunction in any other part of the station. The solar panels are there to make sure that the data is maintained even in the case of a power outage of the entire station.
Okay, so you're saying you want to give up on the reactor then?
No, I don't know if there's a way to reroute any of that backup power to help us get the reactor back online. I guess the other option would be trying to get through these doors to the nuclear reactor.
Let's
So
take a
what do
look
you
at the
wanna do?
door. Let's take a look at the door first. How about we have you and the astrophysicist see if there's a way to get this door open, and then let's have Rico and Carson take a look at those scratch marks. See if that's a weapon that caused those scratch marks or some kind of animal. See if you can figure out what that could be.
Yep, so for the scientists trying to figure out how to open the door, please make a opening a door related science check. For the people examining the scratch marks, that's going to be I think that's going to be senses. Yeah, I think that's going to be senses. Who are the two people doing that?
I was
Me.
gonna do it.
Okay. The exobiologist, because you're specifically trying to see if it's an animal, you can add your +7.
Okay. I'd also turn on my UV vision.
Cool.
So
And I'll take a look at the map with the pilot, and just make sure we're looking to see where we would have to go if we were going to turn the backup power to see what the best option would be to reroute.
Mashy?
it would be my my +7 plus my modifier,
Senses.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
+7
my
plus
senses. Okay.
senses.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying use the +7 even though it's not science.
Got it.
Wow. Okay. Rico, you think probably giant rats?
Seen this before.
It's bugs.
Definitely, yeah. Bug. Goddamn bug.
Yeah. Exobiologist, you do think it was actually biologic that did this. You are seeing with your UV vision, you are seeing that there are biological remnants left in the scratches. It's not anything you recognize, however. It does appear to be claws. It does appear to be claws. The astrophysicist and the mechanical engineer. You can get these doors open. It's going to take probably the rest of your oxygen time to get the door open, and then you're going to be in a mad dash to get the oxygen systems turned back on. So if that's how this is going down, you would need to send people to the oxygen recycling system to be ready to turn that on when the power comes on. Otherwise, you are going to suffocate. However, there is a risk that the doors were closed because of some kind of meltdown. And with the doors closed, with the doors closed, you can't see, obviously. And with the computers off, you can't look at the logs. You don't really have time to wait if you're going to open them that way. If there was any way to power up just this room, you would then be able to look at logs to see why the doors were closed. And you also might be able to open the doors using that power if you could find a way to power it. However, it's unlikely that the power in the solar panels would be enough to do this, given that they're meant to power a single room on the other side of the station. So that's probably not a solution.
I have a question. You had mentioned when we came in through airlock D that there was like oxygen tanks and equipment.
Oh, yeah.
So would that be the same case here in airlock A that's right next to us?
Maybe. You haven't been in there.
You should check.
You can
Could we
have a
use
luck. You can have a
those?
luck. You can have a luck for that, though. Monique.
Okay.
What were you saying, Smashy?
So
I was just gonna say, are we able to like use those with our suits?
Absolutely. I mean, it's the same
Okay.
tanks. You would just unplug one and plug the other one in.
Okay,
Was
so
there-
we should. Sorry.
was there other tools there as well, or was it just oxygen tanks?
Let me do
Others.
that description again. There's two things I need to look at. What time is it? 9:30. We're doing pretty good. Okay, I've got one of you I'm going to send a whisper to quick. And then I'm going to look back at airlock A. The description for airlock A is
Good to go.
the airlock is a reinforced chamber with thick sealed doors designed to handle decompression and reentry. The walls are lined with emergency gear such as oxygen tanks and safety tethers. You guys didn't look through very much more than
To the group, if we think it's worth going and trying to get the oxygen tanks out of
So I have
airlock A.
I want to look at the computers in this room. Like, is that where the files are? Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Well, the logs for the door.
Right.
Let's let Monique finish her her thought, and then we'll do your thing. So she's asking you, team leader, is it worth sending someone to the airlock to try to gather some supplies?
The close one, though, right? Right here?
Yeah, right next to us.
I think we should. I think we postpone getting this big door open and make sure we have enough time to safely get it open. So I think we postpone that. Work on the airlock.
So now the tech specialist has an idea.
I can potentially get computers running. I have some backup batteries here, a power bank. If I can go look at the computer system.
Yeah, do that.
And see if I can turn it on that way.
Yeah, make a science roll just to investigate.
Mm-hmm. Where am I at here? Science. 6.
You think that the backup battery you have, you'd probably use all the juice. Though you could recharge your power bank. But because the door is just so fucking big, you think that your power bank has enough power to turn on the computer here, check the logs to see what's going on, and open the door. You wouldn't be able to do much more than that because it's not meant for your power bank wasn't designed for opening gigantic nuclear reactor doors, but it does have enough to do basically just that.
All right. I say that's what I do. I got this power bank. I think I can get this going, guys.
All right, let's start with the logs.
Okay, I need another science roll, please.
Sure.
So he plugs in his power bank, and he begins tap, 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 tap.
Playing Minesweeper? Come on, man.
Okay, yeah, you get the computer booted up. You cannot restart the nuclear reactor from here. It requires a manual restart on the other side of the door. You figured that. The log to access the log to determine why the door was closed requires computer clearance level 3.
Perfect. I have more than that.
The numbers go the opposite direction.
Damn it.
You want less than that.
Okay, I can do it.
Does anybody? Okay. Looking over my shoulder, I see.
Okay, yeah. Let me do a. You're trying to get in, and the computer says,
Access not authorized. This system requires level 3 or higher clearance.
I have tier 3 clearance.
Ah, come on over.
Okay, so you step up and tap.
Ooh. Like the sound of
Access
that.
granted.
Perfect.
And you get in. I will message the team leader what you see on the wall, and then you can.
Okay. There was no breach, but they did not give any reason as to why they closed the door. So, I think maybe just because they abandoned the station, it's probably safer to just close those doors. I mean, it seems like it got clawed, so
Either that or they're
that's
protecting
probably the reason.
themselves too, maybe.
What do you
I don't
think,
fucking know.
Volkov?
I do not know.
Yeah, I mean, Volkov, you think it's highly irregular, but they didn't give a reason. You don't really have a basis to guess. It's a strange thing to do, especially because if they close the door and it requires a manual restart, once the doors were closed, anyone would have this problem. You can't get in to restart it without power.
Well, they abandoned it, and there was these claw marks. So I'm wondering if they just did it in haste. And
Something is here with us.
To protect it, yeah.
To protect that from being destroyed. So I think we turn it on.
Yeah, fire up or open her up.
Anybody got any objections?
I guess my only concern is if they were closing it off from something, is that something still here and is it still a threat?
Yeah, but that'll be an issue regardless if we open the reactor door.
Yeah.
I mean, without power, we're all dead. So.
Okay, so let's set up. We need to set up a formation. I was told that there'd be potential automated defense systems that could be activated when the power is restored. So just to be safe, I'll let the weapons specialist decide how that should go down. We'll time out this door.
What kind of defense systems are we talking here?
All I know is that there's potential automated defenses. So I don't know what are common on these types of ships. What I know like turrets or.
Let's say that the pilot, the tech specialist, and the team leader I'll make. What kind of roll is this? It's got to be science. This is knowledge. Make science check to. What do these corporations use for defense?
So I'll just do 6.
I said the weapons expert, not the tech specialist.
No, you said tech specialist.
Oh, did I? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, weapons expert, you can too then. Of course,
I
they
mean,
rolled
you
really
said-
high too. Fuck.
That's
Because I was trying to go with the 3 like military people.
fine. I mean, I get it. I get it.
Nate, I'm going to use your roll for something else.
Okay.
Nate, you were going to crap yourself, but you don't.
Yes. It passed. It passed.
But
Ryan,
Rico
did you need
does.
+1?
No, I don't know why it did that, but I have a 0 on science, so it doesn't
Okay.
really
So
matter.
you got a 1.
I got a 1.
All right. So,
I don't know about this stuff.
so Rico's just like fucking big shit. All right.
Shooty stuff.
Just does the dive.
Shooty. Y'all ever seen a gun before? Shit. The pilot has no idea. The team leader, they could have fucking robots, turrets, maybe automated turrets.
Oh, I hate robots.
Love shooting
Okay.
robots.
I'll ask the tech specialist. Do you know of a way to disable the defense systems once they automatically turn on, or is that accessible from here?
It's absolutely not accessible from here. Tech specialist,
Okay.
I'm not even going to make you roll for this.
Okay.
You're not sure if it would be in the security office and the command center or just one of those places. If you're dealing with automated defenses, it's going to be one or both of those.
Okay. I guess we'll just get in a safe position and see what happens. Yeah.
Okay, so when the tech specialist is opening the doors, I've kind of got you guys split out between the 2 groups. Who's in the room and who's in the hall? I just want to get positioning correct here.
I'm in the room.
So,
I was in the room where it happened.
so my thought is, if there is some sort of defensive bots or mechs or whatever on this station, my assumption is that they'd be stored in the defensive storage bay. Should we try to disable that door before we turn the power on?
Do you think that their automated defense system would all just be in storage?
Well, I don't know if all of it would be, but if they have robots or sentries of some sign that walk around, they're probably
Okay.
not just randomly around the space station all the time.
I guess that would be able to tell us what they would have as automated defenses too, if they have, extra in storage.
Right.
So we'd be able to examine it to see what kind of weapons they would use.
So maybe we should go there, check and see what's in there.
And the security offices.
If it's if that's what it is, then we could try to seal the door so they couldn't get out of there before we turn the power on.
Okay.
Probably check the security office too while we're there.
Send 3 people on the golf cart.
Yeah, I'll go to open doors. And
You should send Rico.
Sure.
Check out the weapons, and then our pilot will drive you there.
I mean, we don't need a pilot for a golf cart.
Okay.
But
what do you need? Do you
whatever
want
you
to
say.
Who do you want to go with you? Who's the most useful for you guys?
Um,
Is that Jack's just left?
no.
No.
Oh.
It's Chris.
Whoever you think.
Here,
'Cause, yeah, I mean, weapons. Who's We're bringing a weapon specialist, so they're armed. And then I'll be able to get in the doors and stuff.
I'm staying here. I think the astrophysicist
Um,
should stay here. I don't think the biologist needs to go.
Yeah, so pilot makes sense.
Yeah,
Pilot
just
makes
do pilot.
sense.
Yep.
The only
Okay,
other one I think would be
everybody-
the tech specialist, but I don't think we're gonna spread ourselves too thin. I think we just do the defenses and
Yeah.
get the power
Okay.
on after.
Okay.
Remember, we have an earphone, so you can talk to us.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, where are
know
they
when we
driving
ride.
to?
We're going to defensive storage.
Okay. And the tech specialist is opening the doors to the nuclear reactor?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Well,
to
how much
hear
time
from
do we?
them.
How much time do we have on oxygen? I guess.
So you initially had like 2 hours because the manual startup is supposed to take like a half hour. I'd say you've used an hour, so you've got a half hour left before your oxygen would run out. You could get more oxygen and make that go longer, but the power on your emus isn't going to last too much longer beyond the 2 hours anyway.
Okay. So how about before we leave, you guys open that door and see what the situation is, and then once you're good to start working on the power, we'll head out. So I assume the power, as you said, is going to take a few minutes to get going anyway, right?
Right.
So do the door, then make sure we're safe. Then you guys go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll wait
Okay.
outside. Go ahead and open that door.
Well, I think it'd be safer with the weapon specialist in here, but
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
All right, go back in.
okay. Let's get the door open.
Okay. The tech specialist, the access that you were granted by his level 3 clearance allows you to open the door. And when you go to do it, you see on the computer I'm going to show it to you.
Okay.
But then doing so opens the doors.
Success. Ruh-roh.
Okay, doors are open.
Whew.
Everything good in there?
Yeah, looks normal. Astrophysicist, this is what you expected to see when you first got here.
Great.
All right. Let's head to the
Yep. So you
security
three
area.
will go there. I'll help our astrophysicist. What do you three want to do? Do you guys want to check out the scratch marks some more? Maybe take a sample if there's any, I don't know, blood or drool or anything?
That's a great idea.
Look around for more marks.
Yeah, I don't think examining the marks you already saw anymore is going to do anything, but you could look in the new area to see if there's any signs of something.
Yeah, I'd like to look in the new
The-
area for any
The
signs.
Okay. The astrophysicist is going to need at least one person to help.
I'll help her. Or anybody else want to help her?
I can help her.
Have science experience that would be useful here?
Yes, no.
Okay.
I'll go with her.
Hey, Star, how
Okay.
many semesters did you spend learning how to drive a golf cart?
All of them.
You're really good.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Oh,
easy.
oh, there's another airlock here. Remember that.
Tech specialist and astrophysicist, please both roll science related to physics. Exobiologist, what are the other two doing? Medic and team leader.
Related to
I suppose I'll
physics.
just keep watch out in the doorway.
Okay, make a census roll. Medic,
So it's just 6.
Chris. You're muted, Chris.
Oh, I'm just keeping watch, I guess. Right?
Okay. All right. So you can also make a census roll. Exobiologist, you can make a science roll. All right. Let's go back up. Astrophysicist. The tech specialist sucks at this,
Oh no.
but luckily you're really good. Medic and team leader. I mean, it's fucking quiet. I mean, there's nothing. This place is abandoned as shit.
Good.
Exobiologist. There's no sign of anything weird in here at all. Only the scratches on the doors. This seems pretty pristine in here. Basically, exactly the way you'd expect a shutdown nuclear reactor to look. Hopefully there hasn't been any kind of radiation leak because no one's used a radiation detector at all since you've been in this room.
Good point.
But hopefully it's all fine.
I mean, she's an exobiologist, so she's not gonna find anything inside.
Dude.
Har har har.
There's those pity hars.
Cars.
Yeah, so as you guys are driving down this hall, you come across a robot that is just standing in the hall. It appears to be off. And I'm going to show only those of you that can see it, what it looks like. So that is Ryan, Monique, and Jack.
Definitely gonna radio that out to the team leader.
You've got an
Okay.
earpiece.
I'm gonna remove its power source.
Good idea.
Yeah, make a science check. Yeah, no problem. You find that, you disconnect it.
Can I
Nice.
remove it and put it in the golf cart?
Mm-hmm.
I do that.
Have any weapons we can take?
No, it's all attached.
Okay.
All right.
It's not like holding weapons. Like even though the picture kind of looks like it might be holding weapons, it's all attached. It's just the way it
Built in.
looks.
Okay. Well, I hope they don't have many more of those.
By the way, every image, every map, all of that in this was created by me using Chat GPT and Photoshop. So there isn't anything like I took from the internet. Like all the
Nice.
maps, all the logos, everything was either made by me
Sweet.
raw or made by Chat GPT and me, including this map. Oh, it took forever.
Very cool.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's badass.
This has been really good so far.
Agreed.
Can I want to look and see if there's anything else that I would find interesting or the urge to take off this thing.
So your roll, I incorporated all of that.
Okay.
I'm not normally going to do this, but there was a better roll you could have gotten. But with a 20, you did achieve what you set out to do, and that is you removed the battery and took it.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of these checks are going to have really high DCs because if you happen to hit something real high, then something really good might happen.
Makes sense.
I do have DCs, difficulty roll numbers for specific things throughout here, so I've been making up a lot as I go, but not everything.
Okay.
Nice.
And sometimes what I tell you, like, because I don't want you to know that there's something you didn't see, right? Because then you know there's something you didn't see. But in this instance, I will tell you that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, okay. So basically, what's going on back at the nuclear reactor is the astrophysicist and the tech specialist are just kind of going through all the procedures, and it's taking a little bit. The three of you keep driving along. And when you get to here, there are 3 bodies on the ground in front of you here. There also appears to be low velocity bullet impacts on the walls in various places.
Get out and look.
Can we search them?
What happened here, Rico?
Like there's a gun fight.
Wow, he's good.
That's fucking good. Good. That's funny.
Hey, all I do is shoot stuff.
Fair enough.
Are the bodies human?
You gonna get out and check?
Yes.
Okay, make a science roll.
God, they're so dead already. He's gonna get eaten by a zombie.
And I wish I had a golf cart noise. Yeah, I mean they're human.
Can I search the bodies to see if there's anything useful on them?
Well, that's tough because they're all frozen because there's no heat in the station right now. You're not frozen because you're wearing a heated suit. Like their bodies are covered in icicles. So it's hard to tell too much. I will let you make a science roll. I don't remember what you asked me.
Just search them.
To search them if there's anything worthwhile.
Oh, okay. Make a census roll then, not science.
Okay.
So turning them over and looking around, and they start to float around a little bit. The gravity on the station is primarily artificial, generated when the power is on. However, the base of the station does face Caliga, so there is a little bit of downward force keeping you on the station because of the weight of your suits. The golf cart's magnetized, so you haven't really had a problem driving around it. When you were walking before, you did have to use your thrusters a little bit to keep from floating around. Moving the bodies around, you realize that if you lift them off the floor, they're probably going to like lose hands and shit that are frozen to the floor. They're definitely dead, so that's not really a big deal. And as you move one of them around, you can't really tell what killed it because, again, ice. There doesn't appear to be anything useful on them. Maybe one of them's got like a set of BMW keys or something like that, but useless. on the space station. So no, they don't really have anything useful.
No weapons by them.
No weapons.
Are they wearing any kind of uniform? Like, can we tell if they were security officers or anything like that?
Oh, they're all three wearing lab coats.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they're scientists, but
Yeah. Could have just been cold.
weapons expert. Why don't you give me a census check, please?
Is it related to combat? No, I don't think so.
No.
I hope not.
When it says census roll relating to combat, it pretty much means aiming. You're real good at shooting. 8. Yeah, you think something shot the walls.
Like I said, gun battle. Welcome.
Gun
Thanks, Johnny.
battle.
Somebody shot these walls.
That's the technical term too. Gun battle.
Like I could shoot the wall now to show you kind of it's the same thing. You want me to do that?
No, it's all right.
Okay.
Appreciate your.
He's regretting bringing you so bad now.
Let's get this door
Should have
open.
brought the medic.
Oh, you're going to the security office? I thought you were going to defensive storage.
No, defensive storage.
Okay. All right, well, let's end the session there then, because I don't want to get into a whole nother room. So the three of you drive the golf cart up to defensive storage. I think the idea was that you guys get in there before the astrophysicist finishes turning on the power, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
We're approaching the defensive storage door now. Over.
All right, and how much time on the door?
Well,
Not you.
it takes them long enough to get there that by the time they get to defensive storage, the astrophysicist is ready whenever everything's primed and ready to go. As soon as you want the power on, she can do it. You've got a half hour before your oxygen and power will become a problem. That's plenty of time. So let me just write that down. So 30 minutes of oxygen and power left. Astrophysicist is ready whenever. Just waiting for defensive storage search team. I don't really have anywhere in my notes to write this kind of thing, so there we go.
Hell yeah.
So far, so good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've got lots more sounds and stuff. It's just that with the station off, the breathing is all you get.
Yeah, the sounds was good.
I messed
I
up
like
the
that.
theme song a little bit because I hit play and nothing happened, so I hit it again and it turned it off. Then I hit it again, and when it turned it back on, we missed like the first 3 seconds. So,
Fell a little short.
well, yeah, it fell a little short because you missed the first 3 seconds. But we'll get back to that. So, any comments? Any notes?
I'm just
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun so far.
Love
It's
it.
mysterious.
Hmm.
I feel like there's a lot for everybody to do, except maybe the medic so far.
Nobody got hurt.
And nobody got hurt.
Well, not in the first session anyway.
Yeah.
I actually really like the breathing sound effect.
Yeah, it was immersive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good.
Good. Yeah, I'm trying to do less with music and more with just kind of soft sounds in the background. How was the space flight?
Super cool.
Good.
That was cool.
Mhm.
Yep, that was good too.
Yeah, I tried to put together sound sequences that you could kind of visualize,
Yeah.
like the takeoff. You guys don't really know what happened to the Seraphim, though.
No, we don't.
How or why or what?
Well, why?
Oh yeah. everyone's got to send me a vote, please. For who should get the stat boost. If nobody used luck this session, which kind of makes sense. But if I awarded you luck, just keep that for next time. So you're going to start next session with bonus extra.
How do you want us to send it to you?
Either a DM in the game or Discord direct message. I don't want it public for this game because when people start voting, they tend to convince each other to vote for other people. That's the only reason.
It's true.
Very good point. Mm-hmm.
Almost. Half of you are giving me real names. Half of you are giving me. Jack, shut the fuck up.
Did I do it wrong?
Who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, fuck. Okay, I gotta start over. Somehow missed one. Oh, that's why. Very spread out, guys. That's cool. But Jack wins.
Huzzah!
So Jack, you can add one point to your character sheet. If you add it to health, you get +2 health. But you can add it to any of the 4 main stats, luck, or your carrying capacity. Just update your stats accordingly.
Nice.
So you can do that. And next week we'll pick up where we left off. And we'll see where this goes.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, everybody.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks for playing, everybody.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
have any
Bye.
thoughts, you want to share with me at all in between sessions, just send me a DM. Whether it's a good thing, a bad, something you like, something you didn't like, something you'd like to see, or a question, whatever. I'd be happy to address anything.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
That's good.
Bye,
Okay,
everybody.
bye.
Hey.
Bye.